Hello, hello, hello. Okay, I think this is working now. This is my first time doing a live stream, and I'm so excited, but I also don't know exactly how to do this since this is my first time. So I think we have this up and working, and I think I can see comments. So if you are on live, then maybe comment something just so that I know you're here. What I want to do with you guys today, and this is just so much more fun that you can actually see me live versus just having this be a recording. So what I want to talk to you guys about today and show you and do with you is a quick exercise break. And these exercises that we're going to do are ones that I like to do to warm my muscles up. So it's about 12:30 p.m. right now Eastern time. So especially if you've been sitting for a while, if you're watching the recording, I'm assuming you're sitting right now. So this is going to be a great set of quick, simple exercises that you can do while sitting to get your muscles flexing as well as blood pumping and moving so that hopefully swelling isn't creeping in, and basically just help your body move throughout the day. If we sit for too long, that's never a good thing. So what we're going to do is, I just got a notification that it's excellent connection. That is good feedback. So what I want to do first, very briefly, is tell you the type of exercise that we want to be doing. And when you have MS, we want to be doing functional exercise. And what this means is we want to do exercises that are directly related to the type of activity that you have difficulty with and that you're looking to improve. So for example, if you want to walk better, riding a bike or the new step is not functional. Riding a bike will help with biking. Walking exercises will help with walking. Stair climbing exercises will help with stair climbing. Unfortunately, there's not that carryover, so that if you do lying down exercises, you might have full strength in those positions, but your walking's not any better. So it's very much oriented. MS physical therapy exercises are very much oriented towards the specific activities that you want to get stronger with. So what we're going to do right now is a quick 4 to 5 minute break with exercises. I'm going to sit in my chair and show you exactly what we're going to be doing. And I forgot to carry my phone in here with me, so we're going to do each one for about 30 seconds to a minute. So let's get started. Okay. So the first one we're going to do, we're going to start down at our feet and then move to our knees and then our hips and then standing up. So the main goal of these exercises are that we just get our muscles moving. So keep in mind, it does not need to be a ton of big movements. It just needs to be some movement. So the first thing you're going to want to do is sit up nice and tall away from the back of your chair. If you're slouching, that's okay. It does make the exercises a little bit easier. However, you aren't using your core muscles. So just simply sitting up tall like this and engaging your core muscles can be very, very helpful. So ideally, you're sitting in the middle of your chair, up nice and tall, your ab muscles are engaged, and you're going to lift your toes up, then heels up. Toes, heels, I know they're at the very bottom of this screen, but you're just going to lift your toes up and heels up. So keep going. I've started my mental timer. Again, the range of motion doesn't matter too much. You're just trying to get moving. If you can go a little faster, go for it. You won't be able to see what I'm about to do, but if you move your feet further away from you, it's going to be a little bit easier to get more motion. And if your feet are closer to you, it's harder to lift your heels and toes as much. So find a range that feels good for you. And we're just going to keep going. My ankles are already getting a little bit sore. If you have foot drop or drop foot and your ankles are weaker, then this is probably going to be pretty challenging. Take a break if you need to. If you can, keep going. Everyone's different, and each day is likely going to be different for you when you're doing these. But remember, our goal is just to get those muscles looser, get them moving and flexing, get that blood pumping. All right, I'm going to stop. You keep going if you can for a couple more. My ankles are getting pretty sore and tired, so I'm going to take a break. Whenever you're ready, join me in taking a break. You can sit back for a little bit. The next one we're going to do, you keep resting. The next one is just leg kicks. Kicking out. almost as if you're like sitting on a bench just kicking your legs. It doesn't need to be straight with full motion. You're just getting this nice little swing. Now, if you have spasticity or any type of muscle tone or tightness, then you might not be able to do this as freely. It might feel restricted, but that's okay too. So, when you're ready, let's jump in. Sitting up tall, abs are tight, and you're just going to swing your legs. If there's a bit of restriction, that's fine. Just keep going. The goal with this one is that we're loosening up our quads and our hamstrings. The first one, we were loosening up our shins and our calves on the front and back of our legs. So just keep going. Don't worry about the range. If you want to go a little faster, you can, or slower. You can do that. Again, we're just warming up these muscles. The reason I like these exercises specifically is because we're in a seated position, so we don't have to worry about balance or falling or any type of safety issues. If you ever do feel like any of these are overdoing it, stop, listen to your body. You're the only one that knows what this feels like for you right now. Let's do maybe 15 more seconds. Ankles can be floppy. You don't have to be worrying about what they're doing right now. Good. So we've got our ankles done. Take a break. Now we've got our knees done. Again, you can sit back and relax. And from here, we're going to move to our hips. So you can stay relaxing. I'm going to show you the next one. There's two options. In an ideal world, if you have a decent amount of strength, you can do this one sitting up at the edge. Your core muscles are tight, and you're just going to be marching. Again, it doesn't matter how high your legs are going. The movement is what matters. So we're just going to march like this. If you do have weakness in your hip flexors, then maybe it's easier to lean back and march from there. That's fine too. You can keep your core muscles tight while you're leaning back. So find whatever works for you. I'm going to do them sitting up tall. And let's start in 3 seconds. 2, 1, let's go. So just these nice little marches. And even if you don't feel or see movement in one or both of your legs, it's still okay to do. You should still feel some flexing in your hip flexors. So even if there's no movement, we're just trying to get those muscles working, those neural pathways working, and these are exercises to make that happen. So just keep going. I hope you're feeling this as much as I am. Even though this is tiny movement, I still really feel my hip flexors working. And again, you can go back if you want. So this is our third exercise. We have one more after this one. So when we're done with this one, we will have completed ankle movement, knee movement, and hip movement. And we're going to move on to using all of those muscles at the same time. So let's take a break from that one. You can rest, lean back. I'm going to show you what the last one is. All we're going to do is sit slightly between halfway in the edge of your chair, and we're just going to lift up and down. So we're not actually standing up, and we are using our arms to help. We're going to use your tricep muscles up and down. You're putting weight through your legs. You should not feel like your arms are doing 100% of this strengthening. If you want, you don't have to use your arms, but what this does is it engages our quads, our hamstrings, our glutes, our ankles, our calves, our triceps, a lot of different muscles. So we're just warming things up so that once you get up and move after this, or once you get back to work, the blood is flowing, the muscles have worked, and it's not just everything sitting sedentary for another hour or two. So when you're ready, let's go for it. So lean forward, up and down. It's quite literally like you're almost plopping back down, but if you're in a squishy chair like I am, my butt is never leaving the chair because it's squishy. So I'm coming further away from it, but I can still feel it underneath me. And down, up and down. This does work your muscles a lot, so if you do get tired or sore, just stop and rest, take a couple of seconds break, and then jump back in when you can. I'm going to do 10 more of these. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You did it. If you did those with me, congratulations. Those are some of my favorite exercises to help improve strength, flexibility, mobility in the joint muscles, as well as strength and flexibility. Sorry, I said that wrong. Improving strength and flexibility in the muscles, improving mobility in the joints, and improving blood flow. They're just simple ones you can do while you're sitting down at a desk, in a chair, on a couch, wherever you're sitting. Ideally, it won't be in a wheeled chair. It should be something nice and sturdy so that you don't feel unsteady. And you just worked 1, 2, 3, 4 different movements, which is awesome. So if you did that, great job. Feel free to press save on this video. You can always come back and do this tomorrow or next week or any time that you feel like you need a little bit of a break. So I hope this was helpful. And I also hope my very first live stream worked well. If you have any type of feedback for me, or if you have ideas of what you'd like me to show in other live videos, please feel free to comment below and let me know. But that's all I've got for you for now. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next Tuesday at 2 p.m. That's generally when I tend to post videos. So